Back out in the driveway, guys. 996.2, 911. This probably also works for Caymans, Boxsters, and 997s. Basically, we want to take the seat up, the base up, right? We're going to get the base up higher, and I needed to get into the seat switch. So that was the first thing. I needed to get into the seat switch because I have a possible problem with it. So I'm just going to kind of speed it up. You know, wherever the seat is broken, this one was broken in this position, and the switch just stopped working. A little bit of it will work, but not all functions. So there's a couple sheet metal screws, or Phillips head screws, just like that. I got a long Phillips head, right? Came in, unscrewed that one, came to the back, unscrewed that one. Once you do that, you pull it back a little, and there's a bail, right? Right there, you can see the hook. The hook goes through that hole, these two holes right here, right? So once you get it loose, pull it up, pull it back. The wiring is going to be kind of what's holding you up from disconnecting the switch and taking it out, right? I mean, I had already disconnected all these little clips and pulled it off just so I could test the switch, but let me show you how I got the seat up. So you go under the front of the seat, and there's two plastic clips with two rivets, or kind of a rivet. So let's refocus here. It looks like that. So this pin is usually up inside, and you know, it's latched up in there. So what you do is the pin pulls out with your fingers. You just pull it straight down. You get in behind it. How can I do this? Get in behind it with a screwdriver, and you pry it back, right? I hate prying on Porsches, but you pry it, right? And you get this to come out. On the other side, exactly the same thing. There's another one over here, right? Once you get those two out, you just kind of jiggle and move and pop, and hold on, let's see. So you just jiggle, and then the seat is up, right? So for me, it allowed me to get into the seat wiring underneath, right? Which is this connector right here, and this connector over here, right there, right? Once I got those two out, I was able to fish the, there we go. Once I got those two connectors out, I was able to fish the wiring over, right, like that. And then, you know, in this case, once it was off, I tested the switch. So this is the actual switch. And the recline works fine. The back up, back down, you can hear all the motors operating, up and down, all that works. The fore and aft all work, and you can hear the switches are all super crisp. I'm this passenger side of the car, the switch hardly ever gets used. The problem is my wife puts our kids in here who are, you know, got torque wrenches for hands, and they just brutalized it. So I'm going to see if I can purchase just the switch plate, because the switch with the plate together, these two pieces, 600 bucks. So let me see if I can get this. I know they sell just the levers. So mine is actually, the problem happens to be in this rear lever right here. Right there, the way it moves. There's two little springs and buttons underneath here, and one of them is missing.